Gemini, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your November 2018 Twin Flame Tarot reading. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Cross-watchers are definitely welcome as well. If you've already subscribed, liked, and shared my videos, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It really helps me bring you into the collective energy, especially when you like and comment. And even subscribing, you know, that pulls your energy in so I can read for you. So yeah, I am new to YouTube and just finally getting all these November readings done a little bit late, but thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it. Those of you that already know how I read, I'm an intuitive reader, for those of you that don't. So what that means is if you see a card in the traditional tarot and you're like, that's not what that means, and because I say something different, understand that I'm an intuitive reader, so I try to take both the traditional tarot into account as well as the intuitive messages that I'm receiving. So it is general, as most of you know and have watched readings here on YouTube or have had a tarot reading. This energy is fluid. It means that it could be past, present, or future. So I could be reading for you and you're like, oh my God, that's already happened. That happens a lot. Or it will resonate and it doesn't resonate now, and that's okay too. But if it doesn't, you know, take what does, leave the rest. If you're wanting something more specific to your situation, there is a link in the description box below with my my Facebook website, and you can book a personal reading with me there. And if, of course, the roles are reversed, where you're like, that's my twin, that's not me, I completely understand that. That's going to happen. The roles can be reversed. Take it, again, how it resonates. So, and don't try to make it fit. If you're listening and you're like 5 minutes and you're like, this is really not for me, then it's probably not for you. So it just could be for someone else. And I try to give as many messages as I receive for the collective that come through. So many storylines come through to me. I could see a card and read 3 storylines, 4, etc. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to go ahead and clear the energy here. So if you are wearing headphones, go ahead and take those off, and I'll chime my chime over here. You may not be able to hear it all that well. I know that sometimes the sound gets cut off. I hear it for longer periods of time on my end, so maybe not on yours. So if that happens, no worries. I don't know why that is. I've heard that's happened with other readers as well. So also I am doing a contest. I will be posting the question on my Facebook, on my Twisted Tarot on Facebook. So like me there, follow me there, and you could win a free tarot reading. So the question will be posted on December 11th, and the first person who guesses the question correctly, I will be taking responses on Facebook only at this time. Eventually I will do more with YouTube and go live and things like that when I have more of a base. But if you want to win a free reading, you know, pay attention and you could. All right, so okay, beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the signs that you could be dealing with. Could be your twin flame. If your sign does not come out, doesn't mean that that's not your twin. It's just very specific for those people who are dealing with those astrological signs. So it is more of a special message for those of you that the astrological sign comes out. So let's see what Gemini's twin. Who's Gemini's twin? And I take 2 cards while I was jumping. I almost picked that. But I like them if they fly out. That'd be preferable. Spirit, we need a card currently for Gemini's twin flame that they are dealing with. Who could Gemini be dealing with? Who's Gemini's twin? These cards are so big, they're so hard to hold on to. Alright, looking for 1 card for Gemini's twin. 1 card for Gemini's twin. I'm going to take it. Okay, Virgo. Just trying to fly out. All right, next card. Oh. Not all of these. All right, let's see. Who is Gemini's twin? Who could Gemini be dealing with astrologically? Who's Gemini's twin? Should have took the first card that was popping. A lot of energy, a lot of energy. They want to come out. Yeah, you want to come out. All right, come on, Spirit. One card. I don't want to have to draw. One card, please. Ah, awesome. And Cancer. So you could be dealing with the Cancer or a Virgo for some of you. Interesting. Okay. All right. So the mutual energy between you and your twin currently is the Devil. So it could be dealing with a Capricorn here. But the Devil is, and its upright meaning is, and we'll clarify these. I clarify all the tarot at the end. But it is any type of codependent behavior. So addictions, bad relationships, anything toxic in your environment. So you may both be struggling with a toxic environment, or it could just be relevant for if you are dealing with a Capricorn. This could just be the sign that you're dealing with as well. Could be your twin. So keep that in mind. But I will clarify this energy here. So it is kind of a lower vibration is what I'm seeing here. It's not. It's kind of negative. It can be negative. But there may be a reason for it, and I'll clarify. So that is the mutual energy currently. So the first card that we have for you is Father, but it is reversed. So I take the shadow attribute, dictatorial control, and abusive authority. So some of you are masculines watching this, so it makes sense. Or Gemini, you're in your masculine. You can very much be in your masculine energy currently. But for those of you who are fathers, this is relevant for you. Or you could be dealing with a father figure, or you could just be in this type of energy. So right now, it's very negative energy. It's very harsh. It's very negative. You know, Gemini is the Queen or King of Swords, and so kind of that reverse energy. So being kind of cutthroat, maybe being a little nasty, unfortunately. Sorry to say for some of you. Again, if it's not your side, fine. If it's your twin, great. You know, however it fits. But it could be that as in this energy specifically, that bossing and controlling and just kind of pissing people off around you maybe. So just an energy to be aware of. It is very relevant here. Could also be, again, a father figure around you that is treating you like that. So keep that in mind. Next card we have is Let Go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Yeah, letting go of these lower energies, letting go of this negative mindset as well, letting go and letting spirit take over. Let them handle this. Currently, is what they're saying, that they've got you, that you're okay, and that the control is an illusion. So realizing, again, releasing toxic behaviors, letting this go. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Letting go of the outcome. So if you have a specific idea of how this journey is supposed to go, or how you're supposed to get with your twin, or how they're supposed to be, that may be blocking your path at this time. So it's telling you that that's definitely an energy to let go of. And release. All right, we have remembrance. Resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Yeah, this is definitely causing you to, this energy currently is causing you to kind of be stuck in the past, maybe being nostalgic. Very much feeling, if your emotions are kind of going through like a roller coaster at this time. Your feelings and your emotions are, that's how I keep seeing it. It's like a big wave. It comes and it washes over you, and you get drowned out by it. And you're like, Jesus, like, when is this going to end? And it just continues and continues and continues. No disrespect there with the Jesus word. Sorry. You know, that's your feeling. That's just what I heard and just what came out. So, yeah, so resurfacing of past emotions and feelings that you had with your twin, and maybe also with a father figure. So maybe you're trying to release that energy. You're trying to get past all that. You're trying to let go of the past is what I'm seeing here. and process these emotions. And so that's where you're at. So this is why, maybe this is why it's causing you to feel in a lower vibration here. Definitely dealing with some heavy, heavy emotions. Okay. And then we have stuck, but it's reversed. So it's coming out of this energy, like you're realizing that this energy is making you feel stuck. So you got to get out of this energy. Somehow you can pull yourself out of this, but these emotions seem to keep coming and rolling over you, is what I'm seeing for some of you, and it just kind of pulls you back under, like an undertow. I think that's what it is. And you just keep getting pulled back and pulled back and pulled back, and you're trying to process and get past them, but it's making you feel very stuck. But it looks like that energy is going to start to digress. So you should have some type of relief from that, is what I'm seeing soon, or you will be relieving yourself of this energy soon. Okay, and then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's very stagnant energy. So just kind of, you put in some work, we'll clarify this, and you're just kind of waiting to see if anything's going to come of this. And right now, just kind of looking at things, how would I say? There's a word I'm looking for. Evaluating, reevaluating, seeing if this is worth putting more work into. Could also be your twin, but we'll clarify here as well. And the message that you have for your twin is, I'm more affected than you know. Yeah, we see that. Like you're more affected by them than they know. Like you're not showing it. You're not showing this energy to many people, if at all, is what I'm seeing. Like you're processing it on your own. So it's coming and you're like, oh God, okay, hold on, because the wave's coming again. The wave's coming again. And I just keep feeling that. I keep feeling that energy. I keep feeling those emotions. I keep feeling like you're processing something. And I know it has to do a lot with your past, and it could also be the past with your twin, or the path that you're on with them. What's happened between the two of you on this journey so far is emotionally overwhelming, and it continues to block your progress. But they don't quite know that. So you are more affected than they know. They may think that you're like stone cold, doing fine, everything's great, and you know differently, and you know that this is not the way it is. So behind closed doors, it may be very different. Very interesting. Okay, the next card we have is Servant, and it's reversed. And before I even go into this energy, and I'm already picking up that you're not trying to take any shit from anybody right now. You're definitely trying to do your own thing. You're definitely trying to pave your own way. You're tired of being stuck in jobs and relationships that make you feel like you are a slave to something. That's the first message I got without even knowing what this card means. So let's see. Shadow attribute. Using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. That may be it too. You may be feeling very financially unstable at this time, and it's almost keeping you stuck, like you're a slave to this idea that money's going to make things better, and that it's going to serve you in some purpose that it's not, is what I'm hearing. That yes, it's necessary to live, but the more that we focus on the poverty and the lack of, the more lack we're going to have. So it's about manifestation as well. It's about your mindset. So it's holding you back. Something about finances and the way that you view them may be holding you back in this journey. So that's what I'm seeing is very relevant for some of you. The next one is a child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cry, sorry about that, y'all. My video freezes consistently. Don't know why. Okay, so a child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Yes. So some of you, again, if you're masculine and watching and this resonates with you, you are a father figure of some sort. And so this is relevant that you are a father and that you realize that you and your child have an incredible bond, like most parents do. No surprise there. But that this is really relevant to you and your journey. It helps your journey by recognizing what an integral part you are of your child's life. And maybe breaking patterns I'm seeing from what your parents, how they raised you. If it wasn't all that conducive to your growth, it's also recognizing that, you have a big responsibility here to your child, but that their love is so important on this journey, and being in this energy is so beautiful, and it helps you in your twin. And you also may have children together. That's very possible that some of you have children together. So I am picking that up. And if you're a feminine watching as well, also could be that you're a mother and that you have children, and that this is such a huge part of who you are, and to honor that big time on this journey. It's very beautiful. Evolution, earth changes, climate change, and transformation. Yes. So this card to me states that there's a type of evolution that's taking place in your connection here. Something's you're wanting to transform this connection. You're wanting to transform yourself. You're wanting to move too. You're wanting to move to a new location. Somewhere it looks like where it's warmer or sunnier. And it could be out of the country for some of you, or that's already in the works. So yeah, it's very relevant here. So definitely transforming this connection in some way is part of the message for the better. It's also possibly that you want to move forward. It is realizing that there are cycles, and that things go through cycles and changes and transformation, and you may be going through a personal transformation as well. Next card we have is the fifth dimension. So this is telling me currently that we got the stuck card before that. So coming out of that, and in the fifth dimension, you may have been stuck in the fifth dimension. You may feel like this connection is never coming to fruition in the 3D, or you haven't met your twin yet. So you're like, what's the point of staying in the fifth dimension? What's the point of continually, meeting with them in the 5D if nothing's ever going to manifest in the 3D? Almost feeling like it's making you feel stuck is what I'm seeing here. So let's see where we go, and hopefully that might be transforming it. That may be one of the energies that's in the same row that is transforming itself. So maybe moving into the 3D from the fifth dimension. Next card we have is the Knight of Swords, but it's reversed. So some type of truth and clarity is not being seen here, because there's not any action that's being taken on this. Again, this is a stagnant energy is what I was feeling with the Seven of Pentacles here. So stagnant energy, not taking some type of action, or not being able to take some type of action. It could be that you feel like you can't take action in the 3D, so you're stuck in the 5D. So that could be relevant for some of you, and we'll clarify here in a minute. So you want to tell your twin, I miss you regardless of how things seem. So yeah, if y'all are in separation, you definitely miss them, but you're pretending that you don't. Again, they're getting this energy, I'm more affected than you know, and I miss you regardless of how things seem. So you are keeping most of this information or how you're feeling under wraps. You're not communicating it very well. You're not letting in your twin possibly because you're feeling this energy, because you're feeling stuck, because you're feeling stagnant, because something isn't happening, because of the energy surrounding you possibly, especially with that Devil card we've got here. So yeah, that's definitely interesting here for what's going on. Next one we have Shapeshifter. Gosh, I get this a lot of my readings here, and it is reversed. Okay, so the shadow attribute is projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Exactly. Like, currently, you feel like you have to be a servant to some type of position that you're in. It could be a job, to the everyday grind or whatever, and also with your twin. So it's multiple things. Like, you're having to put on different masks and navigate through. And Geminis are very dual, like that. They can navigate through. They can easily go from their feminine to their masculine energy consistently, and they kind of go back and forth between it, and they can go between those so-called type of personalities that they have. So what this is saying is that, again, you're projecting an image that says you're okay when you're really not, and Spirit is telling you to be more authentic, to be more grounded in this energy, and to be vulnerable is what I'm seeing here. So that's very interesting. Yeah. Next card is Inspire Passion. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Yes, I see that very, very, very much so here. So I'm seeing that your sacral chakra is definitely relevant to this journey right now. So it may be that it's open, or that it's you can cleanse it or listen to meditations regarding your sacral chakra, because these cards are very, very relevant to that chakra area is what I'm seeing for the color. But what it is you have this type of passion, but you're not able to make new goals or to see a way out of this. And you have things that you're passionate about, but you're not sure how to spark that passion. You're not sure how to create that, how to continue forward with this energy. And you may have all these ideas, but where do you put your poker? Like how many fires do you put your pokers in? You know what I mean? Type of thing. Like, you know, Geminis are very much like that. They can do multiple things. They can take on multiple identities, but you're not feeling inspired right now to be able to do this, to be able to put this energy in. It's very stuck energy here. So I'm seeing that very relevant for some of you. Yes, rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution. Yeah. There's something Spirit's telling you is that if you raise your vibration, if you rise above this, if you move away from this idea that you're stuck when you it's just a thought process, it's not actually the truth, that you can transcend this energy. You can transcend these lower vibrations here with this lack. So yeah, manifestation as well. So, and you know, trying to attract what we want, we have to give that to ourselves. So first, before we can attract that. Yeah, big dreams. You guys have big dreams. Big dreams. These cards are so pretty and so much the same color, totally different deck. They're telling me that it's very much. You can achieve these dreams. You can achieve this. That there's something very relative, especially for doves for some of you. It's a very beautiful energy that I'm seeing here. And that it's telling you that you have the ability to move beyond these restrictions, that they are in your mind, that they're not actually physically restricting you. You think they are, and it's more like a 9 of Swords type of energy or an 8 of Swords type of energy where you feel trapped, but you could walk right out anytime. You can move forward from this energy anytime. It's just about changing your mindset and going from a negative to a positive stance as well. Ah, beautiful. We have Ace of Cups. So this is self-love. This is also a new offer of love, new opportunity to grow, an emotional growth here. So yeah, we'll definitely explore that too and get some more energy on that. So the message you want to give to your twin: I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Okay, so yeah, for some of you who have already been with your twin, you are saying that, you know, I'm sorry that I couldn't be as good to you as I wanted to. I'm sorry that I can't let you in. I'm sorry that I miss you. I'm sorry, and you're more affected than they know by what's happened between the two of you. But you definitely want to apologize to them and let them know, like, hey, like, I wish I could have done better. I wish I was better. I wish that, you know, I was able to get unstuck and get out of this energy and move forward with you, but maybe I can't. And that this could be why. I think it's, for some of you, it is job related and money related. So when you feel financially stable and you feel like you are able to invest in all these passions that you have and find ways to do that and to transcend this energy that you're in and rise above it, that's when this energy should start to change for you and your twin. So it's not super negative. That's not what I'm saying. It's very stuck or stagnant right now. So, all right, let's do some clarification here. Let's see what we got here. Let's start with the Devil. You know, your mutual energy between you and your twin is the Devil. So let's do that. Sorry for the lighting, y'all. It is rainy and yucky here in Texas today. So, you know, it's just kind of outside. So just sitting here. I like the natural lighting. I don't like to put on too much light. It just looks really bad on the videos, as some of you have seen. It looks awful. And it just glares, and I just don't like it. So I'm trying to just keep with my Christmas tree behind me and my candles. So yeah, so it's a little dark. Spirit, can you clarify the Devil for me, please? Why do we have the Devil for the mutual energy? Why do we have the Devil for the mutual energy? Nope. Too many cards. 1 or 2 cards, please, for the Devil. Death. But it's reversed. So for some of you, you're hanging on for dear life you're hanging on for dear life to this energy of the devil. You're hanging on to these codependent relationships. You're hanging on to the things this toxic energy, to the things that don't serve you, unfortunately. You and your twin, it looks like it's clarified that way. So you're hanging on for dear life. Also, I am seeing here that you're hanging on to your twin for dear life. You're like, okay, you're my lifeline and there is nobody else. I can't see anybody else. I can't see myself with anybody else. It's also blocking some of you. So it's trying to get you to move out of that energy. It's trying to get you to transform that energy because it's not serving you on your path. It's not serving you on your journey. It's actually holding you back with your twin. Okay, so that's definitely, and it's an obsessive energy. So some of you may be upset. Don't hate, it's just what I hear. That for some of you, that the energy is obsessive. You're obsessed with your twin. You're obsessed with the idea of them, the connection. It's become overwhelming, and it's overtaking your lives, and not in a good way. It's keeping you stuck. Okay, so let's do some more clarifying here. Sorry, I know that's rough to hear, but it is possible for some of you that you needed to hear that. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles here. What do we have the Seven of Pentacles? Okay, wow. I have the Five of Wands reversed. So there's a lot of opposition and a lot of competition going on here around the connection. A lot of energy of other people trying to give their opinions here is what I'm seeing from the card. You're also, I think upright with the Five of Wands reversed, it would be, goodness. So it's reversed, but upright, I think it was like, fending these opinions off. Now you're just like, I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to hear this. I know what energy I put in. I know what time I put into this. I know that I'm stuck. I think you're stuck. You know it. And you're trying to move out of this energy, but you're not sure how to move out of it. You're not sure how to get out of this energy. It's like you feel like everywhere you turn, it's more opposition, more competition, more fighting, more opinions of others again, and more communication, and more maybe watching, one YouTube video says one thing and the other one says the next thing, and it's just kind of bouncing around in your head. And I get that feeling here. So again, maybe also transforming that energy. So you're trying to transform something. You know that you put a lot of work in and you're not willing to give up on it yet. Okay, so that's definitely for some of you. All right, the next card we have is the Knight of Swords reversed. Why do we have the Knight of Swords reversed? What's going on there? The Star. Okay, so the Knight of Swords reversed, I originally thought that we were definitely talking about an inability to take some type of action, especially towards this Ace of Cups. The Knight of Swords is definitely looking at the Ace of Cups here, trying to move towards it. So also could be dealing with an air sign. We are talking about Gemini. It can be your energy. It could be younger, and a younger air sign as well. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But again, the Star reversed. So until this healing is done, until this energy changes and has been healed, a lot of these childhood issues here, this lower vibration is what I'm seeing just in general. Just if I sum it up with what I'm feeling at the top of the reading here, that needs to be healed in order for you to move forward. So in order for you to get to this Ace of Cups, that has to take place first. Something has to transform. And you have to rise above that energy somehow. And like I was saying here earlier, you have some big dreams. And Spirit is saying that you have big dreams, and they can come to fruition if you just rise above the negativity, the thoughts that are holding you hostage. And this feeling stuck is it's just all in your head. It's not actually physically where you are. And you may be making excuses to keep yourself stuck. For some of you, it is possible. So they're saying that, you know, that's even though that may be the case where you're like, oh, well, I can't because, you know, that requires money. Oh, I can't because yes, those may be real. It may be reality, but that mindset, again, keeping you stuck. So it's that negative mindset. So sorry, just have to reiterate it because they're telling me it's so pertinent to what you're going through. And if you want to move forward in that journey, it's releasing that energy. It's not holding on to that energy any longer. It's not serving you. All right, then we have the Ace of Cups here. Ooh, what's going on with the Ace of Cups? Okay. Oof. Okay. That's harsh. Okay, so it kind of came out real quick, but I'm going to take it. So I am seeing here that we've got the Five of Swords reversed and the King of Swords. More swords. You know, you're keeping yourself stuck is what I'm seeing. The King of Swords here knows what he needs to do to get himself out of this energy. Again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could be your energy as well. Feeling very heavily that this is a male that I'm channeling here. So this could be very much for an air sign, a male air sign, the male Gemini right now. So, yes, it's this mind games. It's this manipulation. It's feeling trapped by your mind. Again, if you can transform that, you have this lovely offer of Ace of Cups. And I believe it's with your other half. It's with your twin. And, or you'll be able to offer that to your twin if you can get out of that mindset. So that even reiterated it more for me because that's what I was saying this whole time. Now, I didn't always get the cards to back it up. I got some, but that's really what I was looking for here. So some mentally being trapped. So yeah. Trying to transform that. And he is looking like that here, the King of Swords. He's looking at oh, you know, I know that's what's trapping me. I get it. Like, I understand now. Like, I know that I'm trapping myself and I have to find a way to get out of it. So I hope this helped you, Gemini, and leave a comment. You know, let me know what you think. And if this resonated, I would really appreciate that. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And if you need a personal reading, all my information is in the description box below. And all the decks that I use in the reading are there as well. So we're going to do your twins' energy here. Oh, sorry. We've got to do your fortune cookie. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. Here's your fortune for you and your twin. Oh, my God. Sorry. So sorry. I don't know why, but oh, my goodness. This is, I mean, hello, devil. Again. You got it again. Take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit. Okay, so you're very much tempted. You're tempted to go do something you shouldn't for some of you. You're tempted by people around you. You're tempted by substances. You're tempted to continue in this energy, but it's telling you to take care and avoid this energy. Come out of this energy. I mean, you have it twice here. You've got the devil twice. Devil's in the details, baby. Devil's in the details. So yeah, it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stuck. You're hanging on to it. You don't want to let it go. Hanging on for dear life. But it's got to go. It's got to go. Got to get rid of that devil. All right. I'll see you for your December readings, Gemini, and I hope you take care and have a wonderful holiday.